Hi guys, DJ Jack is back here once again, real quick again with another video. And in this video, today, marks the birthday of the, right-hand man to Billy Idol, Steve Stevens. He is the guitarist for Billy Idol's band, and he also, has co-wrote almost all the Billy Idol songs, and has also been played and performed on and co-wrote the original Top Gun movies anthem, basically. Yes. Very. So happy birthday, Steve Stevens. Is his name Steve Stevens? Yep. Also today is Adele's birthday. Adele, the singer. You know, I'm not a huge Adele fan. I don't really like her, but not that I don't like her. It's just I'm not a fan of her music. I'm just not my thing. But I will still say happy birthday to her and congrats her, and hopefully, because I know she has a kid coming on the way, so I want to give her congratulations. I read an article like a few months ago that we weren't going to hear from Adele for a while because she's going to have a kid soon. So yeah, but we're very happy for her, and even though I might not be a big fan of her music, I'm still like happy that she's going to be a mom. So very exciting. But besides that, another story. Today is Cinco de Mayo for those who celebrate. Cinco de Mayo celebrates and remembers and commemorates to the memory of the Mexicans who won against the French in the French and Mexican War back in the early 1860s. Right around the same time as the Civil War, the French and Mexican War was going on at the same time. The second Mexican in crisis or something. Yeah, I mean, first we had the Mexican-American War, which was 2 decades before, and then all of a sudden 2 decades later was the Civil War, and then they also had the second Mexican War, which was the Mexican and French War, which we honor those people for the Mexicans' victory again against the French in the 1860s, around the same time as the Civil War was just beginning. Yeah, so that's the history of Cinco de Mayo, one of the big moments in history. But also, yesterday was also the birthday of Bruce Hall. He was the bassist for REO Speedwagon. As you all know, the news about REO Speedwagon, that it's been all over between the singer and Bruce Hall, how him and Kevin Croden are not getting along because Kevin Croden continued to replace him and tour. He told him he'll be ready to go back on tour with REO Speedwagon after he recovers from back surgery, but Kevin Croden, the lead singer, decided to keep touring and replace him for a different basis. And yeah, we know this drama's going on between the two members. It's very ugly. So, but besides that we're going to get out of that story. And I'm not sure if you guys heard about the Linkin Park, but Linkin Park, their newest, first new single for their D-Flex album that's coming out, Up From the Bottom or something. It's really good. And if you haven't heard it, I mean, Linkin Park really made a comeback, and it's been worth it. I mean, yes, they had the Zero album came out, but they're coming out with the D-Flex Zero version of the Zero album with 2 new songs, which include the first 2 singles they put out recently. But the Linkin Park, I mean, Emily sounds amazing, and I've watched some Emily Armstrong, the new singer that they got. I've been watching some interviews and history and stories behind Linkin Park. And how they found Emily and how everything. It's a very interesting story. It's very cool. But this is mostly a review about the song Up From the Bottom. That is a really good song. I think it's called Up From the Bottom, something like that. It's really good, and I think it definitely considers. I'm not going to say it's considered a Linkin Park hit. I'm just going to say part of it brings back the early Linkin Park, like, I wouldn't say early, like mid album kind of tributes a little bit. Because Phoenix, as Mike Sherrado has been sings like backing vocals on there, and he did that on a lot of the other Linkin Park songs too. But this one just really sounds pretty good. Besides that, that's all my news. So hit that subscribe button. We're gonna run out of time here. So thank you. Talk soon.